Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your host of the Startup Junkie, AJ. And what if I told you, as a small business owner, even a sole proprietor, you could get up to $10,000 in grant money in as little as 3 days? Check out the show. Hey, what's up, everyone? Back at you again. I'm AJ, your host of the Startup Junkie. And of course, we are bringing content to you, especially if you're a small business owner, entrepreneur, looking to disrupt the world with your product or service. We're here to help. All right. Thanks, everyone, for checking in. As a reminder, the Startup Junkie Live, you can check out the podcast on the Apple platform, iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, as well as iHeart Media. We are there, and we're multi-streaming live right here on Facebook on 3 of my pages. So just search AJ and, Anthony Johnson, and you'll see it pop up. We're also streaming on Periscope as well as Twitter and YouTube. So thanks, everyone, for checking in and checking out the show. I really appreciate you guys. I hear you. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Yeah, I just want to get this thing started because I think that what I have to share today is probably one of the most missed things about the CARES Act or the stimulus package for small businesses. Okay, of course, yesterday I told you about $350 billion that have been earmarked for small businesses, and I even outlined specifics. But today, I can assure you that I am going to address some of your questions that you asked me in the chat yesterday, such as, does it apply to sole proprietors? Not only that, I'm also going to help you out to let you know that you, as a small business owner, meaning a business that has employees, including yourself as an employee, under 500, can literally get $10,000 or up to $10,000 within 3 days. And this is a real thing, and I am going to show it to you. And again, be sure to check out us on all of our social platforms. And if you feel like this message resonates with you, and you can share it with someone and they can actually benefit from it, especially if you're a small business owner, definitely do that. Now, I'm going to do a whole lot of sharing on my screen today because when I say that, what I have to share with you today is so vitally important to you actually putting some money into your business. You won't be able to deny what I'm sharing with you today. So, wow. Thank you. Man, we got people already checking in on all of the platforms. Was that Clarissa Hill? Thank you for checking in on Periscope. Hola, hi, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Also, Ashley, thank you for checking in on Facebook. And all I can say is I just really want to get into it. Now, when I say up to $10,000, it's a real thing, okay? In fact, a lot of people have missed this, but this is buried deep, like Eddie Murphy said, deep undercover. This is buried deep in the bill, okay? And in case you don't know what bill I'm talking about, of course, I am talking about the stimulus package bill, also known as the CARES Act, okay? And now not only am I going to share with you where it's buried in the bill, but I'm also going to show you how to apply for it. Yes, I am going to show you how to apply for the SBA loan. Yesterday, I told you can go directly to your banker, in which you can. However, there's an easier process to actually apply for the loan, and I am going to share it with you today. Now, first and foremost, I'm just going to get into it. All right, so if you want to apply for a loan, if you're a small business, up to $10 million, right? Up to $10 million, what you have to do is literally go to the SBA. Here we go. You need to go to the SBA.gov. You need to go to the Small Business Administration's website, SBA.gov. And right here at the top, And the link, by the way, is actually in the description of today's show. Of course, if you're on Periscope, it's not, but just go to sba.gov. All right. But as soon as you land on sba.gov, at the very top, it says coronavirus, COVID-19, apply for the economic injury disaster loan. So when you click on that, okay, and here's the beautiful part about this, okay, I'm actually going to go through this loan application with people that are watching this show, but I've actually done it already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to a certain point because I want to tell you, once you apply for this loan, right? Once you apply for it, you're going to actually get a number, and you're going to actually use that number to actually speak to SBA. Okay, this is how you are going to be able to talk to the Small Business Administration and basically apply for the loan. They can keep all your information, but I'm going to give you details about the loan in which the $10,000 grant comes up. Actually, it's not a grant, but it's a loan, but then it converts into a grant, and I'll explain it to you in just a second. So you might be saying, AJ, I see you got the application here. Before I actually fill the application out, what I am going to do is I'm going to flip over right here to this other website, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom of high points of the bill. Now, this is exactly what I need everyone to be aware. This is where the $10,000 in grant money comes from. Okay, so I'm going to read it. Authorizing the SBA administrator through December 31st, 2020. That means you have to the end of the year, all right, to provide up to $10,000 as an advance payment in the amount within 3 days. Remember, I wrote in the description, this can happen within 3 days, and it was part of the promo. After receiving the EIDL application from an eligible entity. Now, no worries. An eligible entity could be a sole proprietor, okay, that decides that they're going to run their business as an S corp. They're going to run their business as an LLC. A very, very super small business, anything under 500 employees, including yourself, if you're the CEO, CFO, or the boss, you're considered an employee. Now, I'm going to keep reading this. Applicants are not required to repay the advance payment, even if subsequently denied an EIDL loan. So keep this in mind. Now, this is the SBA. This is through the CARES Act. This is part of the $350 billion stimulus package for small business owners. You are not required to pay this $10,000 back. Yeah, you're not required to pay it back. Are you listening? Are you really listening to me? If you're listening to me, please sound off in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me because, other than people on Periscope and Facebook, you guys should be super excited about this if you own a business. You are not required to pay this money back. I'm going to read it again, okay? It says, authorizing the SBA administrator through December 31st, 2020 to provide up to $10,000 as an advance payment in the amount requested within 3 days of receiving the EIDL application from an eligible entity. Applicants are not required to repay the advance payment, even if the subsequently denied an EIDL loan. The funds may be used for an eligible EIDL expense, including and among other expenses such as paying sick leave for employees, paying for like rent. That's an EIDL. You know what I mean? Approved expense, right? And a cost basically of materials and anything that's disrupting your business. You can use this money for this. You can use this money for rent. You can use this money for payroll, okay? That's what you can use the money for. But if you get turned down, you still can use the $10,000 and don't have to pay it back. Thank you, Yolanda, for chiming in. Good afternoon to you. So, Yolanda, if you know someone that can, that's a small business owner, definitely share this. Clarissa, if you know someone, Ashley, if you know someone, share this, right? Okay. So, no worries. Yolanda, if you look in the body of this live, you'll see in the description, you'll see the links. I provided the links for this, okay? I'm going to actually walk through filling the application out, which I'm only doing this because I've already done it to show you as a sole proprietor and a small business owner, even if you don't have employees, but you 1099 people, you pay people to work for you, this can be used for your business and to get $10,000 in advance. And I'm going to read that last part one more time. Up to $10,000, that is. Okay. Authorizing the SBA administrator through December 31st, 2020 to provide up to $10,000 as an advance payment in the amount requested within 3 days after receiving an EIDL application from an eligible entity. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you read the application, and I'm going to show you here in just a second. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and switch over to it. It basically says that this application can take 2 hours and 10 minutes. No, this application does not take that long. It literally took me 15 minutes to fill this application out. It's super simple. It's super easy. And if you are a business owner, because I see tons of people on here right now, y'all need to chime in and sound off on this, right? It's 10 people in the room, okay? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. I actually chime in the comment section so I can share that you hear. But literally, this is the application. Now, how did I get to it again? I went to SBA.gov, and at the very top, I'm going to back up, and then after that, we're going to go in. We're going to start filling out the application. I'm going to show you just how simple this is to apply for. Okay, now, let me say this. I am not a CPA. I am not an attorney, but this is super simple, and I just felt like I needed to share this information with you. So as soon as you land on SBA.gov, just click here. All right. So now let's fill out the application. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Ashley. Appreciate it, Yolanda. So let's just fill this out. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate it. All right. Sorry, guys. All right, so here we go. So let's go down. Let's look at the eligible entity verification. Okay. Basically, I'm going to read this real quick to show you that it's super simple. Choose one. Applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees. Most of us don't fall in that category. Applicant is an individual, you hear that, who operates under a sole proprietor with or without employees, or is an independent contractor. Come on, people. How many people you know out there that do business as independent contractors, or do a business as an LLC, as a single member LLC, but at the end of the day, when they file their taxes, their business taxes, they have to put it on their personal on their personal taxes. You know why? Because they're a single member LLC. They're not a multi-member LLC. They're not a C Corp or an S Corp. So most of us are going to fall within the second bullet point here. Applicant is an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees, or as an independent contractor. All right. So we're just going to skip past all of this, and we're just going to go right down to the application. All right. So now here's the thing. Excuse me. The second part, where it says review and check all of the following. In order to get through this, I'm not going to waste your time by reading all this, but you're going to have to check all of these, okay, in order for the continue button to come up. All right. And you're going to have to check this. This is what I did it as. An individual who's sole proprietor with or without employees, okay? But if you 1099 people, then you definitely should, select bullet point number 2. Now hit continue, right? All right. So it's 14 people in the room. Hey, you guys, give me a thumbs up. Also, drop something in the chat to let me know that you can hear me. I always want to make sure that you can hear what I'm sharing. So it's super simple. So I am just going to, we're ThinkGrids, so I'm just going to type in ThinkGrids, right? All right. Trade name. I'm just making up some stuff here. Now, if you're a business, most likely if you set your business up as an LLC, you're going to have an EIN number, okay? An EIN number, if you don't have it, is basically your employee identification number, okay? You can get it for free from irs.gov, or just Google how to get an EIN number, right? So you put your EIN number, and once you put your EIN number, you'll get an opportunity to select the type of business you are, right? And of course, I said that we were a limited liability company. We're an LLC, all right? So is the applicant a nonprofit organization? Of course, I'm not, okay? I do not own a franchise. We own an E-verified company, by the way, ThinkGrids. Check us out at thinkgrids.com. Of course, I had to plug the company. Now you can put your gross revenue for 12 months. I'm going to say 1,500,000. No, I'm just going to say 150,000. Okay. Cost of goods, cost of goods in the last last 12 months, I'm just going to say 50,000. Okay. Holy crap. Rental properties. Okay. If you own rental property and you filed your taxes, especially 2018, 2019 taxes, and you're experiencing a loss of rental income purely based on the fact that the people that are renting from you have lost their jobs, then this is meant for you. I mean, honestly, they thought of everything. So I'm not going to fill that out because I don't have to put any property on there. Nonprofit cost of operation, no. Annual operating expenses, I'm just going to say 50,000. Okay. List of secular, I'm just going to say NA. I'm just making some stuff up here. Compensation from other sources, NA. And of course, definitely take your time. Of course, take your time when you're filling this application out to be as accurate as you possibly can. Okay. All right. So primary business address. I'm just going to say this. All right. Business phone number. See, it says business phone number is not valid. It knew that. I'm just going to say our business phone number is 832. You can call us too, by the way. 532-1414. Okay? No business facts. Date established. What date did you establish the business? Let's say it was 10/1/2015. All right. Ownership sense. Of course, people, I'm just making up some numbers here. Okay. So please understand, I'm just making up some numbers. This is for you to fill out yourself. So now you get a chance to fill out the type of business activity. Okay. What is your business? Our business is business services. We used to do advertising, but we don't. But just for all intents purposes, just for the sake of this, I am just going to put we're advertising services, okay? Advertising sales. All right, number of employees, I have 5. And then scroll down. All right, I'm sorry. Didn't finish this. Sorry, good people. It made me start over, but no worries. I have no idea why I did that. All right. Let me go back up here and select this. That's how technology is. And of course, it didn't save anything. But anyway, here is the point. As you can see, I'm already on the second bullet point, which is business information. Then I'm going to type in my business owner information and additional information and then summary. Now, once you complete the application, the summary, right? And remember to go to sba.gov, okay? Once you complete the application, you're going to get a number, right? And you're going to use that number as an identification number when you actually speak to an agent with the SBA. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to read this part. Like, I don't mean to bore you, but I definitely want you to understand that this thing here is very, very real. And what you have to do is you have to get on it now. You want to know why? Because truthfully, this is a first come, first serve. Again, on the link that's actually in the description of this live, it gives you all the details. All these bullet points are details, right? So one, you can do it as a sole proprietor, and two, that if you're turned down for the loan, you don't literally have to pay it back. So I appreciate everyone that's checking this out. Thank you, Adrian, my buddy right there. Future champ already, but future UFC champ. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. Thank you, Esther, for checking this out. Again, Ashley, I appreciate you. And if you feel like this message can resonate with someone, definitely share it. I really need you all to share how you as a small business owner can actually leverage what's going on to, what the SBA is doing with the $350 billion that's earmarked for small business to help your company stay afloat. So I'm AJ, your host of the Startup Junkie. If you feel like this message resonates, please share it with people. Please let a business friend know that there is money out there and that they can get up to $10,000 within 3 days after they fill out that very short application I just showed you, as well as they can literally borrow up to $10 million. All right. So thanks, everyone. I'm AJ, your host of the Startup Junkie. And until the next show, which, what I was thinking about, I was going to actually talk about. I was actually going to talk about pastors, yes, churches that are still holding services, and the pastors are literally getting arrested. So you should Google that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to address that and show you a process which I've taught students, the digital donation process. I've taught this to students with churches, which are pastors and ministers and nonprofits, on how to raise money online, especially when they are unable to be in front of people giving tithes. Okay? So until tomorrow, everyone, I'm AJ, your host with the Startup Junkie. Please share this. Okay? Please share this, because I know you know someone that it can help. I'm out, y'all. Take care.